Embarrassingly, this is my stack of planners, journals, notebooks, like everything. I grabbed it all, and it feels really excessive, and I'm almost a little bit embarrassed that there are 6 different things in this stack. But I think of these as like 6 different friends that you do different sorts of things with, like the friend who you go for walks with, and the friend who you go to the coffee shop with, and the friend who you go to roller disco with. They've each got their own function, their own purpose, their own personality. So I would argue that it's not excessive, but I was inspired by a recent video I saw. Well, it's not a recent video, but it's a video that I recently saw at the weekend by Jennifer from Chic Sparrow. That's her channel name. And in this, she was setting up a traveller's notebook that would change her life, where she was condensing everything into one traveller's notebook. Anyway, let's get into this video, and this is going to be more of a chatty one, so if this is not what you're here for and you prefer more of my sort of teaching style videos, then you might not enjoy this one quite so much. But I wanted to just talk through this stack because maybe you can relate. Maybe you too have a stack of different notebooks and planners and journals that you kind of think of as that friend group where their personalities are all very different and you do different sorts of things with those friends individually, and you don't necessarily always all come together, if that makes sense. So anyway, let's start off in the beginning. So this little guy is a Blackwing A6 notebook. It's a dot grid one, and I use this as an on-the-go notebook. It lives in my work bag, so that when I'm at work and I'm on my lunch break and I may be thinking about some ideas, whether it's for a video or whether it's for a planner insert, I can just jot that in here. It also fits quite nicely into my handbag, so if I know that I've got, say, a long train trip or a journey where I'm not the designated driver, yay, then I can always grab this and make little notes when I'm sort of staring out the window and getting ideas floating in. This one, and this is interesting because this is what Jennifer from the Chic Sparrow, I think that's right, she was actually switching her entire stack into one of these. Now I use this as my sort of faith area, if you will. So I've got the Traveller's Notebook Horizontal Free Weekly, I think is what they call it. And this I just use as my gratitude diary. I write a little something in each day that I'm thankful for, or something good that's happened. And then on this side, I might just write out some scripture verses or notes to myself or something like this. Then this one I'm not really using so much. It's more of a, yeah, it's pretty much empty. It probably doesn't need to be in there. And then this one is for like sermon notes in when I'm at life group, any little notes that I want to make. So this one, it generally lives beside my bed so that at night before I go to sleep, I can do my gratitude journaling, and then it will come with me to church and to a life group. Now, Jennifer was actually going to be setting up 4 different notebooks in one of these. So she would have a diary one for her planning, a notebook for her morning pages, like a commonplace book notebook in another section, and then I think she had another one that was going to be like an art journal. So she was condensing everything into one of these, which is what's inspired me to sort of look at my stack and think about whether that would be something I could do. And actually, as I look through this and talk through it, I'm thinking no, because I do see these as individual characters in the play that is my life. This one is a Moterm 1917. Apologies if I've done a terrible job of pronouncing it. It's just an A5 lined notebook that I use for morning pages when I need it. So I don't stick to religiously writing in this every single morning. Now that I've got this part-time job, I don't always have that luxury to spend time in the mornings doing this, but when I do find that things are weighing heavy on my mind, or I just need to think in sentences, sometimes doing pen to paper is the best solution for me. So that's the personality of this character in my life. And this just lives in my bedroom on a shelf, so it's there to hand when I need to grab it. Now, this is a Filofax Malden in the personal size, and technically I'm not even using this as a planner, but it is part of my setup. So this is actually where I'm storing all of my Ollie clips, my functional planner stickers, so date dots and shapes. I've got my sticky notes in here, planner magnets, and then I've got all of my mini icon stickers divided into, I think this one is personal life, this section is family life, and then the last section is work life. So yeah, it's not really being used as a planner. And then I have my two separate planners. Project planner, life planner. Lives at work, lives at home. Stays in my work bag, doesn't come out when I'm at home unless I need to check something. Stays at home, never comes with me to work. Yes. So this is work mode Chloe, and this is everything else Chloe, like Chloe. And this is really my project planner for organising my work stuff. I do have a dated vertical traveller's journal, weekly journal, diary in here, and this is just so that I can make scribbles and notes of different things that are going on and sort of refer to that when I want to be away from a screen. And then I just have all of my client projects sorted out in the back of the planner. And then this is my life planner. So this is my quarterly. I've got my monthly sections where I've got my month on one page. I'll have my inbox, and I'll have my weeklies in here as well, which I'm not going to show you everything, but this is one of my weeklies, again a vertical week. And yeah, so that is a very quick, let's see, what's the time at? Oh, 8 minutes, I'm doing well. A very quick whiz through my stack of different planners and notebooks and the rationale behind them and the reason why they exist in my life, and how I see it as these being different characters, and would I really want to condense everything down into one of these with a planner or a diary for planning my week and blocking my time out, and a section for my morning pages and a section for my notes, and then another section for my gratitude. Could I do that? I mean, I probably could live in just one of these, but I'm not sure I would want them. It would feel a bit like a party. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you ever consider condensing, if you too have a planner stack of all of these familiar friends that you do different things with, your work friend, your church friend, your pour it out friend, you know, would you consider putting them all into one thing and having a bit of a gathering, a bit of a party? Or would it just be a terrible idea? For me, I think it might be, but I present this video to you just as a bit of a planner chat, and just a point of pausing and thinking, maybe critically, about all of this, what you might see as excess, and if you're in the same boat with this big stack and you feel like, is this too much? Then yeah, this is maybe a call to reflect on it and see and rationale, and rather than judge yourself and think, oh yeah, maybe I should condense it down if that person is doing it. Yeah, so a little bit of a waffly planner chat, but as always, cheering you on, planner friends. Bye for now. Bye, 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 bye.